ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Tuesday, which means it's time for a new anime. Oh boy, so this one is brought to you thanks to multiple people on the Discord, but seeing as Control F isn't working right now, I can't give you names to shame. So this is BEASTARS, and it seems like it's just fucking Zootopia, but anime. And it's told from, like, the Predator's point of view, so okay then. It's time for fucking furries! Yeah, I mean, apparently it's taking place at a school, and there's a wolf there that really likes drama, and there's a lamb, I think, judging from this poster? I don't know, this poster's not really high res, it looks like either a bunny or a lamb, I don't know. And maybe they wanna fuck, I don't know! Let's go ahead and see how the racism works, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Fucking furries! And it's entirely CG, you fucking monsters. There's a rabbit, okay. It looked a little like a lamb on the poster, but the poster's really low res. So, is this like Zootopia, except that the predators are just allowed to eat the prey? Is that our gimmick here? Murder is legal, so in association with Netflix. Fuck! I mean, at least the CG's not awful. I don't know why you would do CG for things covered in fur, but alright then. Okay, that's a really good effect though, like washing out all the color like that, that's pretty neat. Like, to emphasize, to like give us the concept of shadow, that's neat. Sorry, Chief, racism wins! I mean, there was a sheep anyway, I guess, that's fine. Delicious. Like, is that what this is gonna be? Is this gonna be Zootopia, but anime? You fool, you've turned on the light that goes directly onto yourself. Oh my god, that's some default-ass PowerPoint. That's a default-ass PowerPoint presentation. How does this society function if murder is legal? What the fuck? Of course, I'm assuming it's legal just because, you know, this is just a thing, or we just got racial prejudice going on. I'm seeing a couple carnivores right the fuck there. One thing I don't like is it's got the same issue as CG and regular anime in that the frame rate is like fucking 10 frames a second. The thing with animation, that can work. With animation, yeah, like hand-drawn animation, that fucking works. With CG, nah, you can fucking see that. You can't hide the fact that it's low frame rate. I mean, alright. I mean, at least it's one of those things where like the people being animals actually kind of makes sense for the world, you know? Like the world is actually adapted to make sense. Like oh, they're animals, so their society has evolved this way. Kind of like how in Zootopia, like you've got like it's very similar to our world, but you've got like a lot of differences depending on the biology of the fact that there's no humans and everything's so diverse. So is the main arc of this gonna be finding out who the killer is? Is that what it was gonna be? Is like we got like a I don't like that giraffe. I don't like that giraffe. That's horrifying. I don't. I mean, giraffes are fucking terrifying in general, but that's awful. I don't like that. He's looking down and he's gonna eat you. Nom 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 nom. He's a pelican. The drama teacher is a pelican. Oh boy! Already racial lines have been chosen. Wait, are hippos carnivores? Race war, race war, race war, race war, race war! He went to go eat someone. No, that's just how he looks. He's fine. Yeah, he sits in the corner. He sits in the corner and he wears trench coats and fedoras. It's just a local weirdo. Naruto runs around. I like how instead of boys being banned from the female dorm, it's fucking it's carnivores being banned. Like this looks like some high quality video game cutscene. And you know what? I'm not against that aesthetic. The whole thing is done that way. So you know what? I'm not hating this as much as you guys probably thought I fucking would, you monsters. It looks like a video game. And that's fine. I'd play a BEASTARS video game. You brought scissors. He's a good boy. Him and Tem were friends. Oh boy. God, he's so fucking massive. Holy Christ. Like, I get the idea that the predators are, like, supposed to look imposing. But most predators are not bigger than the shit they eat. Most, I said, not all. Like, you know, this is like, if he ate her, then he'd be good for, like, what, like 5 minutes and that's it? Most predators aren't bigger than what they eat. Like, they're same size or smaller. It's why predators are in nature, they usually don't live as long, and also there's less of them in general. Because they gotta work harder for their food. He's a good noodle! He's a good boy! Pat his head and call him a good boy. Oh. Oh no. What a good boy. I hope this doesn't just become some stupid fucking high school romance thing. Like, I hope like, Legosi just becomes a goddamn, like, detective or something, you know? Like, I want a furry detective anime. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be cool. Especially because he's a doggo, so his sense of smell is really good. If only he hadn't been so awkward, he would have caught this sheep pussy. Also, why does she have horns? Female sheep don't have horns, do they? Aw. He a good friend. He a very good friend. Tem's ghost shows up. God, I really want to know how big the furry fandom is in Japan. I really want to know. Like, you got, like, Japanese fuckers going around in fursuits. They have fucking Anthrocon and shit. Then they also have that weird rainforest shit where that guy was leaving diapers on people's cars. Ah, he's a fake-ass hoe. Okay, then. Good to know. So, yeah. This is Zootopia. This is Zootopia. Everybody's racist against predators for the actions of a few. And they're just all around dicks, so they kind of just deserve it when the predators snap. But the predators aren't snapping. It's like it's the work of a few. Like if this just turns out to be Zootopia the anime, I would not be fucking surprised. And honestly, just a long form Zootopia. All right, Chief. And see, even predators can be dicks and also friends. Everyone can be dicks to everyone. Truly, this is a perfect society. I kind of don't like how bouncy they are, though. Like you see how bouncy they are? They're constantly moving. They're never still. I'm not really a big fan of that. Oh god, her eyes are horrifying. Jesus Christ. Like, I think that's the thing about CG anime that... Really? That's a murder if that fucking... That could be a murder. Like, if it hit her wrong. Like, break her neck. It's happened. But, yeah, like, something with like, full CG anime. Oh, look at that good anteater boy. Really? Really? Just now, so she's a pariah too? Christ. What was I saying? Yeah, so in CG anime, like, guys, I've seen a couple of clips from different stuff, and I've seen, like, a little bit of Ruby as well. Ruby shit. Like, something that's always a thing is that they never stop moving. They're always constantly moving. There's never any stillness to it. And I imagine that's probably to make them feel a bit more full of life. But really, it just comes across as making them look, like, hyperactive, I guess? I don't know. Wow, what a bitch. Like, so why does everyone hate Haru? That's the question. Okay, so for what did she do? Did she fucking replace someone's raisins or something? Jesus. Like, you see those guys in the background? Like, okay, they stopped moving. Okay. Okay. So they're not doing it all the time. I'll give them points on that. I'll give them points on that. They're not doing it all the time. But they need to stop doing it because it's just distracting when they do it. Like, it looks like they're running it through a fucking Microsoft Kinect when they do that, you know? Really? Everyone hates her because she kissed someone's dude? Come on. Assholes. And they had that shit fucking planned. You have a higher social standing Because you're endangered. I don't think. No, if anything, I think you being endangered means you fucking failed as a species, Chief, because there's no humans around here to hunt you. If you're endangered and you're the apex species, like, or apex group of species, then, yeah, nah, Chief, you're just fucking incompetent. The dude hasn't even got his fucking script yet. You probably just rolled him in. Wow. Wow, so the racism doesn't even just cross diet lines, it crosses, like, entire species. Holy shit, alright then. It's because you're a predator and he doesn't like you. So, like, the big antagonist thing is that, like, a lot of the higher ranking herbivores are just giant pricks. Like, that's our gimmick here then, huh? Jeez, yeah. Yeah, just shoving all the fucking predators or carnivores like out of the limelight. So that, Jesus Christ. Big racism is happening. Gigantic racism. Jesus. It's almost as if he's not getting any fucking chances. So when he does get a chance, it's gonna be in something that you know he's gonna fuck up. And also, a predator beating the shit out of a herbivore probably would not go over well. Jesus. Yeah, like even like a weasel like him. Like even a weasel like attacking him would probably set everything off. Don't worry, Lugosi, you're one of the good ones. That man's got balls to pull on that tail. Holy shit. Jesus. Like, I'm interested in this just because I want to see like the social dynamic go, and I hope they keep doing they do interesting shit with this. Like, I really hope that that some make your life like a roll of toilet paper, long and useful. Jesus. Like, I really do hope that they do some interesting shit. Because you're so small. She's so small, everyone want to protect the small bunny. You just gotta be tiny and kawaii, it's fine. I'm really like surprised. I mean, also there's a wolf out in the night, you know, like standing outside a place where a guy got killed. Like, I'm wondering if the racism's systemic. Like, is this like just people are distrustful of predators and treat them like shit, knowing that if they bite back, the predator will be in the wrong? Or is it like a societal thing where like the government is run by herbivores and they're straight up oppressing the carnivores? I'm really curious as to how the society actually works. Oh no, he's getting all the brain juice. Just take a big whiff. Just take a big whiff of that herbivore. Nom 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 nom. What? Okay, yo, what? Okay, what? I'm very curious. Okay, so like, so her scent sets him onto like into a prey, sets him into like into a hunting mode. How does this work? Oh, he bit his own arm. He's resisting his instincts, just not very well. Aw. The full moon chooses which beast to show. Oh, is it a full moon thing? Oh, come on! Really, you're gonna do me like that? God, well, I guess I'm glad that episode 2 is coming out, like, what, like on Wednesday? So that means I'll probably put a video up on it on fucking Thursday? Oh, Jesus Christ. Really, they're gonna do me like that? Really, they're gonna do me like that? Really? Oh, Jesus. Alright. Man, look at all those Korean names. Look at all those Korean names in there. Damn, alright. What are you meowing about? Like, hey, hey, come here, come here, come here. Oh boy, alright, well that's episode 1 of Beast Stars. And I don't know what her problem is. She's being a little butt. So, I'm really interested in this, like, purely from the anthropological point of view. Like, I kind of wish they hadn't, like, just fucking blueballed us over there, like, open basically where the episode ends. That's a little annoying. I'm not a giant fan of that. What I will say is, I'm glad I'm watching 2 episodes in 1 week. That's all I'm saying on that one, because I think, from a perspective of knowing that, like, I have to wait, I would have had to wait a week to see the second episode. I think that's kind of a weak first episode in that it just kind of, like, it sets up a lot of information. It alludes to things in the world. You get, like, a kind of a general idea of the racism going on between the students, basically, like, how it's set up along not only predator and prey lines, but also the rarer your species is, the higher up you are, and certain species have just more clout. So, like, a goat is very low on the rung, apparently. So a deer can just fucking take the piss out of him, and basically goat can't do anything. And it seems very clearly implied that if a predator does something against a prey, and even if the prey is the one who started it, the prey is the one that throws the first fist. If the predator, bites back, I guess literally in this case, then the predator is in the wrong. And I don't know. I like this idea. It does kind of just reek of Zootopia. It really just feels like Zootopia came to Japan. They're like, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that, babe. We're setting a high school. Got you, fam. Yeah, it's a really, it seems like a really good idea. It seems like a really good premise for just a world in general. We don't really know what our premise of the arc is yet, but I'm imagining it's probably going to be like something is making predators go wild. Maybe that blood moon thing, that moon that's bright fucking red. I don't know. And the idea is to find out who's doing it, maybe, but that might just be me just reading too much Zootopia into it. I'm hoping this does become more of a, like a mystery-solving thing rather than a, slice of life thing, you know? Like, because, I mean, slice of life is good, but, yeah, you know, I can just check the fucking genre. I can just look the fucking genre up, like, right now. I don't know why I'm being a big, stupid idiot. Hang on. Anime chart. Fall 2019. We had, well, where is BEASTARS? Where is BEASTARS? It's a little bit further down. Alright. So that's it. You know, let's just read the fucking synopsis. In a world populated by anthropomorphic animals, herbivores and carnivores coexist with each other. For adolescents of Cherryton Academy, a school filled with hope, romance, distrust, and uneasiness. The main character is Legoshi the Wolf, a member of the drama club. Despite his menacing appearance, he has a very gentle heart. Throughout most of his life, he has always been the object of fear and hatred by other animals, and is quite accustomed to that lifestyle. But soon, he finds himself becoming more involved with his fellow classmates who have their own share of insecurities, finds his life in school changing slowly. Okay, what genre is this? What is a coming-of-age shonen with an emphasis on bullying? Oh boy. Okay, so it's a coming-of-age story. All right. I can get behind that. Him learning to be a little bit more assertive without succumbing to his worst instincts. I guess that'd be cool. That'd be neat. So I guess we're just gonna get to the elephant in the room, and not the one that was in the gymnasium. The fact that it's full CG. So, long-term fans might know that I fucking hate CG in anime. But, I will say that for the most part, I'm kind of ambivalent to CG being used in situations where the entire fucking thing is CG. Like, I still don't really like the aesthetic all that much, but at least when everything is CG, it stands out a lot less. Like, my main thing against CG in anime is the fact that it really does stick out like a sore thumb. Everything around it is drawn, and they're still moving at, like, however many frames a second, like 10, 15, 20, whatever the fuck. But the difference is, if you go to low frame rate drawn animation, there are tricks to basically disguise it and make it look more smooth. Right? Like with smudging and smearing and stretch and bounce and all that shit, right? With CG, you can't do that, so it really does stick out when you do that. Like, things look really stiff and meh. Now, the thing here is, in a full CG thing, it doesn't stick out, but you still have the issue of it being very obviously low frame rate and being very stiff. And the way that they try and get around it in this, and also in Land of the Lustrous as well, because I watched a couple episodes of that, and in this one clip of Ruby I saw, but I don't know if that's like a standard thing, because another thing I've heard is that Ruby's animation is notoriously stiff and clipping, so... is that they'll have characters, like, as they talk, they'll constantly move their head and, like, basically just sway around, you know? And we saw that a little bit here and there in this show. Now, I know why they do it, it just does not do what they think it does. It makes everything look really spastic and stupid. Like I said, they've done it a couple times. They did it a couple times in this episode, but for the most part, I think they just accepted the fact that it's never going to look lifelike, and they've just kind of gone with it. Like, they're not stiff and going like, hello, I am going to talk in this direction, and now I am going to talk in this direction. You know, like, they're actually, like, they're about as animated as they can get without getting ridiculous, and I appreciate that. In addition, the fact that they're animals means that there's a little bit of the uncanny valley is removed there, so good choice of medium, I guess, for the subject matter. Yeah, but other than that, the models are fine. There's not really all that much. I don't think there was any clipping. I didn't see any. The eyes are. I think the eyes are the eyes CG or the eyes. I think the eyes are drawn. Yeah. So the eyes can be as expressive as they need to be. They're not limited. Um, there's really good visual effects, like when the guy inhaled the scent and it just kind of went down. I like that a lot. Visually. Visually, this is not a visual style I like. It is not. I do not like CG. Period. I honestly, I'm not a like. But if it's so long as it sticks to its own shit and it's not mixing with regular animation, CG is fine. It's not my preferred method of telling a story, but I can see the merits. And if it's on its own, it's on its own, and it can stand on its own merits. That's fine. Keep that over there, that's fine. And this one, honestly, is probably one of the better looking ones I've fucking seen, because Land of the Lustrous looks like Ace. So does Ruby. So does a lot of other all-CG anime. They all look like Ace. This one looks like a slightly nicer smelling it. No, it doesn't look like Ace. It looks fine. It looks great, right? Like, for as good as CG can look. Remember, that's a subjective opinion. Oh boy, some of those on the internet. Oh man. Yeah, it's good. Like, and there's some like visual stuff, visual styling done, and it's pretty good. Some of the character models do look kind of like that deer guy, Lewis. He looks fucking horrifying. I don't like him. It's not like a bad model. It's just he's supposed to be a high schooler, but he looks like a fucking full-grown adult. And I get that he's supposed to be a villain, but he's also supposed to be like this hunky like actor star. And he looks like a villain. Like, you take one look at him and like, oh no, that's a villain right there. And maybe that's just because deers look horrific in real life, so they couldn't really do much, but still. Yeah. I mean, the models are decently expressive. I think the only model I actually have issue with is our bunny girl, the dwarf rabbit. Like, the fact that she doesn't have sclera is fucking horrifying. Like, it's actually kind of like, ooh, I don't know, Chief. And then I also do like the diversity in the cast, you know, like the fact that it's not just like 100 fucking dogs. Like that's one thing about Zootopia that I didn't like, is that like you got those opening shots in Zootopia where it's just like, oh yeah, no, there's all different types of animals everywhere. Oh man, and then you get to it and it's like when the thing actually kicks off, like most of the animals you see are wolves. You've got the sheep lady, Penny. No. What's her name? What was her name? Fuck, I don't know. You got the sheep lady, the lion mare, Chief Bongo the bison, that cheetah guy. Like, yeah, I think like most of like the diversity in Zootopia is in like the first 10 minutes and like at the end as well. But like once like when they're actually like going at it, it's like it's like you got wolves, those goats, those Breaking Bad goats, and the polar bears from the Mafia. Like, other than, like, basically, unless they're, like, a named character that's really important, most of the people in the background kind of, like, just are, like, one or two species. And there are scenes that are exceptions. I will say that. There are scenes that are exceptions, and maybe I'm just misremembering because it's been a while since I've seen Zootopia, but, like, I do like how in here it's, They seem like they're trying not to reuse the same species of animal in the same scene if they can try, and if they can attempt that, you know. And so far it's pretty good. Like, in every scene, it's like, oh, there's a giraffe, there's a baboon, there's a fucking hippo, it's really cool to look. Like, you look in the background, it's like, oh man, there's all these different animals. That's cool. Are hippos carnivores though? Or, I'm actually curious on that one. Are hippos carnivores? Because, like, that might actually learn me a thing. Hang on. Are hippos carnivores? They're omnivores. That's a question. How do omnivores, like, get by in this? Like, so, like, you've got, like, the obligate carnivores, like dogs and cats and you know, like, all the other ones. But, like, what about, like, things like, I mean, there's simians there. There's a baboon. So, like, what about, like, like a chimpanzee or another animal that's an omnivore. They can eat fruits or meat. Like, where do they fall on that? Because I mean, does it just fall into the like whether or not they hunt for food or they're scavengers? Because I mean, there was a scavenger bird on the carnivore side, like when they had that basically that line down the middle where everyone was arguing. Like, did they just treat omnivores as carnivores? That's a good fucking question, actually. And that's something not even Zootopia fucking addressed that. They really didn't, because there's plenty of omnivores that do hunt. Simians, like, being a big one. Like, Jesus, like, chimpanzees, they're all fine with eating, like, nuts and berries and shit, but, like, they see something that they can hunt and eat, oh, no, they're fucking killing that thing to death. Like, even if it's another chimpanzee, because chimpanzees are fucking horrifying. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, like, when this was proposed by everyone in the Discord, I was like, oh, ha, yeah, it's CG, haha, you're gonna make me rage at the bad CG anime, haha, haha, ha. But no, I'm actually a little bit interested. I actually do kind of want to see where the story goes and what it's gonna be. Like is something causing the predators to go crazy and eat people, or is this like just a natural thing? Like, do predators just bite the shit out of herbivores? And if that's the case, why have the herbivores not just taken all the carnivores out back and shot them? You know, like, why is there not a fucking concentration camp being run where all the carnivores get sent? And what do carnivores eat? Like, in Zootopia, it's implied that carnivores eat, basically a meat substitute made out of, like, tofu and bugs. Like, Is that what we've got going on here, or is there something else going on? Or when grandma dies, do they like load her up into the canning facility and like make some fucking dusty ass lamb chops? You know, like that's the question. We got Soylent Green going on here. I don't know. Yeah, that's really all I got to say. Like, I am interested in this show. I mean, it's mostly because this first episode they gave us a lot of backstory and then started the story right at the end of the episode. I do hate that. If I had to wait a week to see what happens, I'd be pissed. But because I don't, but hopefully they don't do that all that much. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you like this show already, or you dislike it, or you want to bring up something that maybe I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh, boy. As always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends. Oh, man. And hit that share button down below. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, along with link to my Discord if you want to join that. And on the end card, links to my other videos if you want to see some of those, because those are pretty good too. If you do become a patron, then you get access to a patrons-only Discord channel on that Discord server, where you can recommend things to be Let's Played, Let's Watched, live streamed, whatever goes on the big list. And basically, whenever there's an open slot for an anime, I spin the wheel. Like, usually I'm trying to get things like they're like 3 concurrent and 3 like completed anime, or anime that are like partway done. And this one's filling up the concurrent slot. Oh boy. So yeah, so whenever there's an open slot, so like there's one old anime slot that's opening up now that Chaika's gone, and that'll start next week, I think. And I still need to spin the wheel on that one. So if you aren't a patron, or you are a patron and you haven't put forth something you want to see, let me know within the next week. Oh boy. But yeah, as always, everybody, I'll see you in the next video. If you're interested in watching some of my LPs get recorded live, then I do those on Twitch. If you want to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/NozzyChan. And also I do like regular streams that I'm going to start trying to do again. So if you're interested in that, Sass, I'll see you in the next video. Most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you around the road.